So today was a pretty odd day for me. It all started with me waking up very late, far too late to do all my work. So my morning routine had to be very rushed, right? I didn't take the cold shower, I didn't do my meditation, I didn't even record the video for the day. And by the time I made it to school, sure I made it on time, but overall I felt like shit. I felt like shit because I knew that I would have to do that work later down the day because I didn't have enough time in the morning, and that affected my mental health a little bit, right? So as soon as I came back home, I had around 1.5 hours worth of time for me to get the video done before I would head to basketball practice. Guess how much time I actually ended up using out of that time frame to record a video? Or to put it more simply, guess how much work I actually ended up doing? I'm sorry to say, but I was so fucking unproductive, and it hurts to speak about it in front of the camera, right? I didn't do anything fucking productive. I didn't even have a video idea to work with. I had no resources, pretty much zero preparation, right? So as I tried to sit down and do my work, I couldn't. I didn't even know what I was supposed to work with for the day. All it took was one bad decision in the morning, which was to wake up too late. And all of it started to stagnate. It was like a butterfly effect, right? So in that time, I didn't do anything productive. So when I went to basketball practice, I had a pretty good session, all right? I scored like 15 points today. Not like NBA level, but I saw progress. I was doing pretty good today. And guess what was the first thing I ended up doing when I came back home? I ate a huge bowl of fucking spaghetti because I'm trying to bulk right now, right? I'm trying to bulk as much as possible because I'm still pretty lightweight, all right? So I'm trying to eat a lot, and that bowl of spaghetti literally made me feel like mentally disabled, all right? And I don't mean this in like an offensive way. All I'm trying to say is I was unable to focus on anything. Do you know that feeling of when your brain is like filled with carbs to the brim and you can't focus on literally fucking anything? Because of the amount of fucking carbs you have in your brain, it literally makes you function slower. All of that brain fog you already have like on a daily basis suddenly multiplies. And as I said for a bit of time, you're unable to focus, right? So guess how I felt when I was physically tired because of basketball practice, filled with carbs to the motherfucking brim because of the food I ate, and with a shitty mental health because, you know, I procrastinated. Guess how much of an effect these things had once they stagnated? A huge fucking effect. And I'm lucky enough to say that I love doing my work and I love speaking in front of the camera, but imagine if I had to do a task that I would hate to do. Imagine if I had an essay for school. Imagine I had to write like a 200 or 300 word essay for school to like get a grade. I would not want to fucking do it. That would be the last thing I would want to fucking do right now, right? Because I would probably use ChatGPT for it. But the point that I'm trying to make is when you delay stuff, when you sit there and you think to yourself, oh yeah, I don't want to do it right now, I'll do it later. It's like you're doing a lot of bad for your future self. And I don't want to repeat what every guy on the internet has already told you, right? Work on your future self. Do everything so that your future self can like do better. I don't want to repeat the exact same shit that all of the guys had already told you on the internet. I'm pretty sure you can already tell I'm stuttering a lot because the carbs that I ate just a couple of minutes ago are still fucking affecting me, right? But the point that I'm trying to make, my friend, is when you procrastinate, when you do those bad decisions, they have a far bigger impact on your future self than you think it is. Because here you are sitting here right now thinking to yourself, oh yeah, I'm going to be productive. I'm on self-improvement, you know. I want to do all of those things so that future me can have a better life. You're thinking about the future you for a couple of years from now. The guy who already have the dream physique. You're thinking of the guy who already have like a shit ton of money. But you're not thinking about the future self in a few hours, in a few days, in a few minutes. You're not thinking about that version of yourself. And that version fucking matters too. You need to not only think about like the guy at the very end of the road, of the journey. You don't think of the destination yet. Think of the journey itself. Think of the journey itself. Think of the future self in like an hour, in a couple of hours, in a couple of minutes, and maybe in a couple of days. Because the point that I'm trying to make, my friend, is when you're being unproductive, when you wake up and you don't want to do the hardest task of the day, sure, you can do it later. But do you think that later version of yourself is gonna want to do it? Of course not. Of course fucking not. You hate doing those things that you're putting off to later. So why not do them first thing in the day so that you don't have to worry about them later down the day? And this is the philosophy that I've been using a lot because I love recording my videos, right? It's a little bit different, but they take a lot of time and, you know, they're kind of hard to manage, especially video editing. All that stuff gets really fucking extensive. So the way that I would usually go about it is I would record my video as soon as I wake up. Literally, my morning routine was just wake up, take a cold shower to, you know, wake me up, you know, make me feel better. In a good way, of course. And do my work. It was literally such a simple morning routine. Wake up, cold shower, do my work. And it made me 20 times more productive. Because later down the day, my mental health would be way better because I'll be sitting there happy, knowing that I wouldn't have to do that hard task of the day. Which in my case was recording the video. But imagine if I didn't do that. Like right now, today, this is literally, like I'll fucking show you right now. It's literally fucking, this is like, wait, there it is. This is like the equivalent of 8 p.m. I'm recording this video at 8 p.m. Usually I'll record it far before 8 a.m. And here I am sitting at 8 p.m. if you know, my belly full, like my balls full, like literally the worst type of setup I could have for recording a video. I was not made for productive work right now, and I have to suffer from the decisions that I made earlier. Like, imagine this concept again, because I really want you to implant this into your mind, because it'll change your way of thinking. Imagine you are this guy who wants to do everything for his future self, but you're not caring about the closer future self. You're thinking about the guy in a couple of years from now, but you're not thinking about the guy in a couple of hours from now. You need to think about that fucking guy as well. This is why you still struggle to make your bed at time. This is why you still struggle to make it to school on time. It's because you're thinking too far ahead. Now, it's great to think about that guy for the future, right? This is the guy we're striving to become. But for you to become that guy, you need to improve the small things that you don't want to improve as well. Because when you have a fucking dream physique, you know, you make all of this money, it's like, you still need to like make your bed on time. You still need to make it to school. So it's like it's these dumb fucking things that you don't want to fucking do that still have a fucking impact. Because okay, let me give you an example that actually makes sense compared to the thing that I said a couple of seconds ago. Imagine you have some very difficult fucking homework to do. It's the type of shit that you know you can't cheat on it. You know you can't copy it from the person next to you. You know ChatGPT won't do it for you either. And you have to sit down and actually do that task. When will you be more productive? In the morning? As soon as you woke up, you know, you're fresh. You haven't even opened your phone yet. So your brain is at like 100% capacity. Or would you rather do it, you know, later in the evening where fucking, where all of this stuff's already stacked up, you know, you're already tired, your mental health's already shit, you already know that you don't want to do it. Which version of you is going to be more productive? The one in the morning or the one in the evening? Now, some motherfuckers will worship working in the evening as if it's like the best thing ever. But personally, this is like common sense to me. Like most of these guys who are like worshiping working in the evening, they haven't even tried working in the morning in the first place. Like, and then promise me that in the next, I don't know, in the next weekend or the next time you have the time to wake up early, just try it. Try waking up early. Stop fucking procrastinating and do that hardest task of your day as fast as possible. Now, what is that hardest task of the day? I don't fucking know. It's up to you to determine that. It's the one task that when you think about doing it, it's like you know you don't want to do it. It's that, I don't fucking know. It's that homework you really don't want to fucking do. It's that workout that you kind of want to do it, but you know that it's going to feel like shit. It's those type of things that you want to do as fast as fucking possible so that later down the day, you will feel better. You will feel better. You won't have to do that thing anymore, all right? Like, think of how much better your mental health would be if you were to stop procrastinating and you would do your hardest work as early as possible. It's like when you wake up, it's like your mood as it's at its peak, okay? Of course, not all the time, but generally speaking, the further away you put off doing that hard task, the worse you'll actually end up feeling. Okay, most of you are probably familiar with the idea of eating the frog, right? It's a concept fucking Hamza made popular, and you know, most guys on Self-Improvement already know about it. But in case you don't, eating the frog is literally what I'm talking about today. It's literally the thing that I've been talking about for the past, let me check how long. For the past fucking 10 minutes. It's the thing that I've been talking about, and it's pretty much how you could sum this video up. Okay, let's explain this example very quickly and briefly so you can understand it. If I were to give you a frog to eat and a very delicious meal, which would you want to eat first? The frog or the very tasty meal? If you were to eat the very tasty meal first, you would not want to eat the frog later because you would have a shitty taste in your mouth. It wouldn't feel good. But if you were to eat the frog first, and then do the hard, and then fucking eat the healthy thing right after it, you feel better. You would have a better taste in your mouth. You would feel overall better, right? That's how you should think about productivity and stuff like this in general. The earlier you do that thing, the better. The better, my friend. And I feel like I've been repeating myself for the past 10 minutes because I'm still like, I still feel like shit from the fucking spaghetti that I ate a couple of minutes ago, okay? I still feel a little bit ass. But overall, this is like between me and you, my friend. I fucking love recording those videos. I fucking love recording these videos knowing that I'm helping somebody. Like if this video gets like, I don't fucking know, 50 views and I get one comment telling me that I've helped somebody, it makes my fucking day. It makes my fucking day. This is what puts that fucking smile on my face. Even fucking thinking about it makes me feel a little bit happy, you know? So I really hope that if you were to learn something today, if you actually learned something productive today and you didn't find it annoying that I was like, how do I say this? That I was yapping throughout the whole fucking video and that I was stuttering a lot, I would really fucking appreciate it if you were to join the Discord. And if you want to talk to me directly, you can join the Discord as well. You can leave a comment. You can subscribe. You know all of these things. I don't have to repeat it to you, do I? So yeah, if you want to talk to me, join the Discord. If not, then click all the fucking buttons, I guess. I really hope you found value today, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, bro.